Raquel Welch was one of the most notable sex symbols of the 1960s and 70s, though she's now living a life of relative peace and solitude after unofficially retiring from the industry. Recently, the beloved 81-year-old star has made her first public appearance in 2 years and turned heads with her timeless beauty. Join Factsverse as Raquel Welch is seen in public for the first time in years. 81-year-old Raquel Welch has recently been spotted in public for the first time in 2 years. The spotting occurred while the beloved star was attending an auction in Beverly Hills. Adorned in black pants and a white top, the gracefully aging star looked nearly as beautiful as ever. To finish off her ensemble, she wore a straw hat and sunglasses. Both Raquel's good looks and her sense of fashion have maintained miraculously over the years, and it's a wonder the star doesn't go out more. The iconic sex symbol first rose to stardom in 1966 with the release of the film 1 Million Years B.C. The film utilized her good looks to its advantage, gaining fame for its memorable poster that featured the star in a revealing fur bikini. Before the release of the movie, Raquel had been a much more low-profile star in Las Vegas. Before filming the movie, Raquel had been cast in and already filmed the science fiction blockbuster Fantastic Voyage. But the effects for Fantastic Voyage weren't finished before 1 Million Years B.C. was filmed and released, meaning the latter film ended up coming out first. Raquel has always relished the attention that has come her way, and this latest public appearance was no exception. Unlike other stars who have preferred to stay out of the public eye, Raquel has always embraced her status as a sex symbol in the eyes of the public. Many of her fans were surprised when she decided to lay low and not make a public appearance for 2 years, but perhaps her recent outing is proof she's ready to get back in the spotlight once again. Either way, she looks fantastic. With a long and successful career in the industry seemingly behind her, Raquel Welch hasn't made an appearance on the screen since 2017's Date My Dad. Besides her many acting roles, Raquel is also famous for her career as a model. The actress became a pin-up girl at just the right time, filling the void that Marilyn Monroe's death had left in the hearts of the public. After her rise to stardom with 1 Million Years B.C. and its memorably salacious poster, the star became one of the preeminent sex symbols of the 60s and 70s. Raquel Welch has starred in over 50 films and has even won a Golden Globe. The legendary star won a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy thanks to her turn in the 1973 adaptation of The Three Musketeers, and has since become the recipient of her own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She was born in 1940. She grew up in Chicago, and her birth name was Jo Raquel Tejada. Raquel ended up marrying her high school sweetheart soon after graduating. He was named James Welch. The two married in 1964, and Raquel decided to keep his last name even after their divorce, due to the fact that it helped her mask her Latin heritage. Sadly, being Latin wasn't a very big selling point in Hollywood at the time. Before making it big, Raquel worked for a period of time as a cocktail waitress in Las Vegas. Her time in the city eventually led to her getting her own one-woman musical act, which became fairly notable amongst Las Vegas patrons. From there, she was able to get some acting roles on TV. Before making her breakout turns in 1 Million Years B.C. and Fantastic Voyage, she could be seen performing minor roles on popular TV shows like The Virginian, McHale's Navy, and Bewitched. After many years of hard work in the entertainment industry, it was Raquel's turn as the character of Luana in 1 Million Years B.C. that rocketed the star to the status of a household name. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Factsverse if you haven't already. Despite the fact that Raquel Welch's turn as the character Luana turned out to be the role that made her a star, she only had a handful of lines in the film. It wasn't her acting abilities that had rocketed her to success, but her scantily clad appearance on the poster. Even before anyone saw the film, it was already famous thanks to her nearly nude visage, which made her a sex symbol overnight. Raquel has never been mad about the fact that it was a role in a film with only a handful of lines that rocketed her to stardom. According to her, that's just the way business goes. Raquel was happy to be known for her good looks because it meant she could have a successful career. The star has always done her best to stay healthy, and she assures audiences her looks are natural. Despite persistent rumors to the contrary, Raquel has expressed she's always been a natural beauty. During the height of her fame, there were numerous urban legends that persisted about her seemingly unnatural good looks. One urban legend suggested the actress had gone through a surgical process to have some of her ribs removed so she could have a more prominent hourglass physique. Of course, Raquel isn't the only person in Hollywood who's had to suffer the spread of such rumors. In addition to her fame as a model and actress, the star has also been involved in a few public romances. She's been married 4 times and dated famous Hollywood actors like Steve McQueen and Warren Beatty. Besides her first husband and high school sweetheart, Raquel has been married to producers Patrick Curtis and Andre Weinfeld, as well as a pizzeria owner named Richard Palmer. Raquel married Patrick in 1967 and they divorced in 1972. She married Andre in 1980 and they divorced in 1990. Finally, she married her 4th husband in 1999 and the two divorced in 2003. Currently, Raquel is single and says she has no interest in ever getting together with another man. Instead, she finds she's quite content being alone in her old age. According to her, she's simply too set in her ways. Raquel has had 2 children over the course of her life. Her first child is Damon Welch, who was born out of her first marriage in 1959. Later, Raquel had a second child in 1979. This child is Tani Welch, who has since followed in her mother's footsteps by appearing in Playboy. Raquel appeared in the December 1979 issue, and her daughter appeared in the November 1995 issue. Raquel's photo shoot in Playboy had not been nude, but her daughter's was. Raquel has always opted out of appearing fully nude, believing her scantily clad form is plenty enough to draw in audiences. Besides being known for her good looks, Raquel was also known during the height of her career as being a bit of a diva. Most infamously, Raquel is said to have gotten into numerous spats with her co-stars in the 1970 film Myra Breckinridge. Those co-stars were actresses Farrah Fawcett and Mae West. Although she could be a diva at the height of her fame, she claims she's mellowed out a good deal. Perhaps this is what has allowed the star to maintain her good looks and sound health. After Raquel's movie career started dying down, she ventured out into other areas of business as an entrepreneur. In addition to featuring in and releasing her own series of yoga and workout videos, Raquel has made a name for herself selling designer wigs. In 2007, Raquel returned to modeling by becoming one of the new faces of MAC Cosmetics. She's also gained notoriety in the past decade for expressing her conservative viewpoints. Raquel memorably appeared on The O'Reilly Factor in 2014. Now that Raquel Welch has made her first public appearance in 2 years, fans are hoping the 81-year-old star might make a full-blown return to the spotlight. Comment down below to share if you were surprised to learn just how beautiful the star is after over half a century in show business. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.